Hola Year 7, welcome to Lesson 7 of this half term, and today you're going to be looking at ¿Quieres ir al cine? You're going to be making invitations using to the, al or ala. And here's a list of the equipment you need for today's lesson. You will need the exercise book that the school gave you, your knowledge organiser for Module 6, and 2 different coloured pens. So pause if you need to get that ready now. Muy bien, chicos. Please remember to email me if you have any questions about the activities in today's lesson. Here's my email address. And secondly, please make sure you submit a copy of your work to class charts within 2 days of the lesson. Gracias, chicos. Okay, Year 7 copia la fecha, viernes 19 de junio. Y el título, ¿Quieres ir al cine? Do you want to go to the cinema? Y el objetivo, the objective, to learn how to say to the in Spanish. Your do now should take 10 minutes. I want you to categorise the feminine and masculine words in the green box on the right hand side correctly by writing them in the correct column. So draw the little table, masculine on the left and feminine on the right. So the masculine take el and the feminine take la. And the first one is done for you. So for example, estadio ends in an O and it's regular, so that tells us that it is masculine. Okay, so pause to complete all of that for me now and press play to get the answers. Now it's time to check your answers. So, estadio we had, it's masculine, it ends in O. Centro comercial, centro ends in an O, so it's masculine. Cine is masculine. Parque is masculine. However, plaza is feminine, it ends in an A. Mercado is masculine, ends in an O. Piscina, piscina is feminine, ending in an A. Castillo ends in an O and is masculine. Playa again ends in an A, it's feminine. And finally, Plaza de Toros, the feminine, ends in an A, so that is feminine. And then we've got Polideportivo and Museo, both ending in an O, and they're masculine. Pause to check your answers now, and then I'll pass you on to Miss Reardon to teach the rest of the lesson. Gracias, chicos. Adios.
Okay, so we're going to start by doing a little bit of pronunciation practice. So you can see here in this sentence builder, it starts with ¿Quieres ir? So do you want to go? And then we've got 2 ways of saying to the, as I mentioned at the beginning of the lesson. So to the is al, or to the is ala. And you can see that al is used here. We've got then all of our masculine nouns, and then ala and all our feminine nouns. And we can make sentences using this. Lots of sentences asking someone, do they want to go to whatever place? So let's do some pronunciation practice as I said. So repeat after me, please. ¿Quieres? ¿Quieres? Muy bien. Okay, next one. Let's try parque. Parque. So this one is just like porque, because, but with an A at the beginning instead of an O. The pronunciation at the QUE is the same. Then we've got centro. Repeat after me. Centro. Centro. Muy bien. Comercial. Comercial. Muy bien. Then repeat after me. Plaza. Plaza. Excelente. Next up we've got estación. Estación. Make sure that our accent on that O is heard by really stressing it. And lastly we have autobuses. Autobuses. Muy bien, chicos. Continuamos. Okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of dictation. So what I'm going to do is I am going to say one of these 6 sentences in Spanish, and all you need to do is write down the number of the sentence that I say. So you'll do this without any issue at all, I'm sure. So just again, I will say the sentence in Spanish, then you will just write down the number of the sentence that I say. You don't need to write down the sentence itself. Okay, let's get started. ¿Quieres ir al parque? ¿Quieres ir al parque? Okay, so you should have written down number 3. Let's do another one. ¿Quieres ir a la piscina? ¿Quieres ir a la piscina? So you should have written down number 2 there. Next one. ¿Quieres ir al cine? ¿Quieres ir al cine? You should have written down number 1. Excelente. ¿Quieres ir al centro comercial? ¿Quieres ir al centro comercial? And you should have written down number 4. Okay, and final one. ¿Quieres ir a la estación de autobuses? ¿Quieres ir a la estación de autobuses? And you should have written down number 6. Excelente, chicos. Let's move on and look at the grammar point. Okay, so to say to the in Spanish, we know that a is to and the is either el or la, depending on whether our word is masculine or feminine. For masculine, the a and the l have to join together to make al. So for example, do you want to go to the cinema is ¿Quieres ir al cine? But in feminine, they just go next to each other, so a and la. ¿Quieres ir a la playa is do you want to go to the beach? So they just stay the same in the feminine, a la, 2 separate words next to each other. But the masculine, a and el, the Spanish think, oh, that's a bit hard to say together. Oh, let's chuck it together to make it al. Please now copy this grammar point into your book below using 2 colours. So 1 colour for masculine and 1 colour for feminine. Off you go. Excelente, chicos. Let's put this into practice. Okay, so as I said, we're going to do some practice now of using al or ala. So remember, we use ala for to the for feminine places and al for masculine places. So number 1, ¿Quieres ir iglesia? Now, iglesia is a feminine word, therefore we need to fill in the gap with ala. Muy bien. So once you have filled in the gap with the correct preposition, I would like you to translate the sentence. So number 1 is ¿Quieres ir a la iglesia? And translates to do you want to go to the church? So please pause the video now to complete this activity. Muy bien, chicos. Let's see how you got on. Okay, chicos. So número 2, we fill in the gap with al because estadio is masculine. And the translation is do you want to go to the stadium? Número 3, we fill it with al because to the is the masculine form because supermercado is masculine and translates to do you want to go to the supermarket? Número 4 is al and translates to do you want to go to the museum because museo is masculine. Número 5 is ala because piscina is feminine and translates to do you want to go to the swimming pool. Número 6, ¿Quieres ir al centro comercial? Do you want to go to the shopping centre? Número 7. ¿Quieres ir al parque? Parque masculine. Do you want to go to the park? And finally, ¿quieres ir a la mezquita? Word mezquita meaning mosque. And a la because mezquita is feminine. Muy bien, chicos. Okay, let's move on to our final activity now. Okay, so now what I would like you to do, please, is translate these 6 sentences to Spanish. So I want you to cover up the work that you've done already. Just make sure it's covered. You can use your journal or your pencil case or something, because I want you to do this really thinking about yourself. Think about the noun, for example, church, number 1. Is it masculine or feminine? Okay, it's feminine, so you know that your tuva needs to be ala. Okay, so that first one would be ¿Quieres ir a la iglesia? Make sure that you've got your upside down question mark at the beginning and your normal question mark at the end. So please pause the video to do this now. So to go over our answers, número 2, ¿Quieres ir al estadio? Número 3, ¿Quieres ir al supermercado? 4, ¿Quieres ir a la plaza? Número 5, ¿Quieres ir a la estación de trenes? And número 6, ¿Quieres ir al centro comercial? Excelente, chicos. Feel free just to take a moment to pause the video and check that you've got your als and alas correct, and also your upside down question mark at the beginning and your normal question mark at the end of each sentence. So really well done for your work today. Remember to send a photo to class charts of the work that you've completed from activity 5. And if you've got any extra time, you can go over this grammar point here. Okay, so have a lovely rest of your day, Year 7. Adios!